Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to today's lesson. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are in lesson 6 of our digital business program or digital business course. We are in session 6 or lesson 6. And you are most welcome. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. Let's give our friends in the group some few minutes so that they can join and so that we can start together. Yes, so welcome, welcome. Let me tell them in the group that we have started. We have a WhatsApp group. If this is your first time joining us, we have a WhatsApp group where we communicate. So if you're interested in joining a digital business course, you can inquire from our email address, which is under this video, and you'll be able to get, or you can use the phone number that is there on your screen, and you'll be able to reach us, and I will be able to add you to the group. So if you're new and you want this digital business course, which is being given for free by Microsoft, International Labour Organization, and International Training Center, you can reach me via the number on your screen, and I will be able to connect you to the program. I will be able to connect you to the class. That this course is 100% free. It is 100% free. So if you are there and you have always wished to study digital business course, this is your chance. The course is 100% free. So what you need to do is just come to our page, register yourself in the Women in Digital Business website, and then start learning at your own pace. The course is self-guided, so you'll just need to register yourself, as in put your login details, and then you learn at your own pace. Then after completing the course, you get a certificate. Okay, so that is the course that we have been taking, and that is what we are doing. So today we are going to cover block 4 of our course, and we will be able to move forward together. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Those who have joined already, I can see some eyeballs. If you have joined, let me know where you're joining from. Let me know where you're joining from. I want to see who is in the house. I want to see who is in the class. Okay, so let me know. Let me know. Let me tell them to join now. Okay, so let me know. Oh, wow, we have Ida Morugi from Bungoma. Welcome, 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 Ida. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy to see you. I'm so happy to see the consistency. You've been in the class since day 1. So congratulations. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Okay, so we have Ida. Who else is in the class? Continue telling me there as I continue introducing the course today's lesson. So allow me to share my screen. Allow me to share my screen. So the course that we are taking is in the website of Women in Digital Business. Your trainer today is Faith Jogu. If you want to join the course, you can reach us via info@faithjogu.com. Okay, so what are we covering today? Today, we are going to cover adapting other business processes. So remember last time we talked more about the social media platforms. We talked more about we talked about the websites, yeah, and we were able to see the steps that you need to take in order to build a website. Okay, so let me welcome Lois. Lois Warenga here. I am Lois Jewels from Pishoridites. Welcome, welcome, Lois. Karibu sana. Let's continue learning together. Okay, so welcome, welcome. I love that consistency. Okay, so let's continue. Now, when you think of, sorry. Oh, it's okay. Let me just share that. Okay, today we are going to cover adapting other businesses into your business. But I would want us to look a little bit at where we stopped at so that we have a good continuation. Okay, so yesterday we learned the 8 steps of building a website. We learned the 8 steps of building a website, and we said number 1, you have to choose a website building service. Then number 2, you have to set up an account. Then number 3, you have to choose and register your domain. Then you have to link the domain to your page. And then after that, you have to choose a template and then set the main pages, because we said, remember, we said that a website have many pages put together. Okay. Then add relevant information and then publish your website. Okay, so that's what we looked at yesterday. And now today, before we get into today's lesson, I would want us to see the advantages and disadvantages of a website and those of social media platforms. Okay, so let's go there. Let's go there. And welcome, Esther Washira, Reverend Esther Washira. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. This is another day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's continue. After building the website, there's some things that you need to understand: the advantages, yeah, or the benefits, and the disadvantages. Okay, so we see the pros and the cons of social media versus a website. Okay, so my font is so faded. I don't know whether you can see it, but don't worry, I will read it out. I think it's because of the size of the screen. Okay, so social media only. Let's see the pros and the cons. Okay, the advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so that we have your strategy, and then the pros, and then the cons. Number 1, the strategy is focusing on one key social media. Remember last time when we were talking about social media, I told you that you need to focus on one, and then you don't need to be everywhere. Your customer can't be everywhere. You just need one where you have, you know that you have trusted customers, and then focus on that. What are the advantages? Number 1, ample time to produce quality content. Okay, proficiency gains, and then you'll have focused marketing effort on the chosen platform. When you focus on one platform, it will help you focus. Okay, and it also help you produce quality content. Remember, your customers, remember your clients need to see quality content about whatever that you're offering. Okay, so when you're focusing on one platform, what are the disadvantages? Number 1, limited exposure to prospective client, okay, tools, and then limited to those offered by the platform. The tools that you have are limited. For example, if you're focusing on, let's say the social media platform that you're using is Facebook. So Facebook has its own tools. Like, for example, if you post a link in Facebook, very few people will be shown that post. I don't know whether you have ever realized that. If you in Facebook, you have very good content, and then at the end of it, you add a link. Very few people will be able to see your post. So the tools that are in that platform are limited. Okay, then you have no synergy of using multiple platforms. So those are the cons of focusing on one social media platform. Okay, then we have strategy number 2, signing up for and maintaining all key social media platforms. What does that mean? You can have 5 social media platforms. You can be operating in 3 social media platforms. So what are the benefits? Maximum brand platform diversity. What does that mean? It means that so many people, because the platforms that you use have different types of people. For example, let's say you are in Facebook, you are in Instagram, and you are in TikTok. In TikTok, you will have the younger generation, okay? In Facebook, most of the people who use Facebook are the people in families, okay? So even in TikTok, but the percentage of the people who are in TikTok are younger than those who are in Facebook. So when you post your product or service in different social media platforms, it means that you will have that diversity, yeah, of your brand will reach to so many people. Okay, then you will have multiple sources of high quality traffic. Okay, so the people that will be able to see your product are many. And when the people are many, what does that mean? It means that you'll get many customers or clients. Then relevant content validated for the brand. You will be able to talk about your brand in those different or many platforms. But when it comes to cons, it will be too expensive to do it properly. Okay, because if you have a post or a content, remember you will have to sit down, put a content on Facebook, go to Instagram, go to all the social media platforms that you have. Okay, then potentially lower quality results due to dispersion of effort. Now, let me tell you, when you're not focusing on one platform, sometimes you'll post today and forget about the other platform. What does that mean? It will mean that your quality will start going down. You'll start lowering the quality of the results that you'll get will not be as much as when you are focusing or when you're giving all your energy in one platform. Okay. Then we have strategy number 3, signing up for all key social media platforms and focusing on 3 of them. Okay, you can see the difference. Strategy number 1 was about focusing on one. Then strategy number 2 was signing up for all and maintaining all. Then our strategy number 3 is signing up for all and then maintaining all, focusing on only 3. So what are the pros? Presence in all social media platforms. Okay, it means that you'll be seen, your brand will be everywhere. Okay, then focus on the 3 highest performing platforms. Okay, so that is the advantages. When you have signed in many platforms and then you choose the 3 that are doing good, yeah, it means that you will have you will be performing very well and you'll be able to focus on the 3. It is so different from when you sign up for all and then you are trying to be everywhere. When you try to be everywhere, it will not work. It will work, but the quality will be low. Meaning what? When you have low quality of content and even the clients and the customers, the lesser your profit. So what are the disadvantages or the cons? Potentially missing on multiple relevant sources of traffic, okay? Then easily missing the shifting trends on social media popularity. Now, it means that if you choose the three, yeah, and leave the others, you might miss, some things because of today, social media, TikTok might be having content that is trending, okay? And when you look at your Instagram, it is not doing the same. So if you left TikTok and posted in Instagram, it means that, you will not get that. You will miss the popularity of that social media platform. Okay, so that is about social media, the social media only. That is Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok, and all that. Then what about the full website? What are the pros and cons of the full website? Okay, let's say our strategy or your strategy is to build a new website. Okay, what are the pros? Can be designed to address all business needs. Remember, we said in a website, in your website, when you have your own website, you will be able to show all your products. You will be able to, even if you want to have like 10 pages in your website, it is 100% possible. And when you have so many pages, it means that you'll be able to address all your business needs. Okay, then it is flexible and can incorporate other tools easily. Okay, under your own control, because you are the owner. You are the owner of your website, so you can be able to put and incorporate all the tools. If you want people to pay via M-Pesa, that is a tool. You incorporate it. You integrate. If you want people to be paying you when they are checking out, to be paying you via PayPal, that is a tool that you can bring in your website. But remember, in the social media, when you put those tools, your products will not be shown to many people. That is the algorithm of the social medias, and especially Facebook. Okay, so what are the cons? Can be building a website can be expensive. Building a website requires resources and knowledge to maintain it, because you can build it and fail to maintain. When you build a website and you fail to maintain, it means that it will not be doing its work. Okay, so it needs to be maintained. Okay, then con number 3, unpredictable cost of ownership. For example, if you decide to start or build your own website, remember, for you to get a domain, you have to pay. Okay, and whoever who is offering you the domain might charge you a different cost. So it is unpredictable. The cost of ownership is unpredictable. You can find, it's just like any other business. They can change the prices today and all that. Okay, so what about a strategy of a full website? What about using a landing page? Remember, a landing page, we said, is one page that consists all the information, one page. And mostly these pages, the landing page, is for marketing purposes, because it will focus on one, it will focus on one thing, like, this is Faith Jogu doing this and this, and she's offering this. Okay, that's why it is different from our website. So what are the pros? It is much cheaper than multiple pages website. When you're creating or building a landing page, it is cheaper. Okay, then often hosted by service provider. When you have a landing page, it is not necessarily for you to be the owner. You can have a service provider who will be doing the work for you, like hosting your your landing page. Then attractive design, powerful function, free of charge. Okay, then we have cons of having or using a landing page, often locked up with service provider. Remember, the service provider who is giving you that service or who is making the landing page for you has authority over it. It is not like you own it completely. Okay, then limited potential for expansion. With landing page, you cannot be able to put all your products and services in one landing page. So it has limited potential for expansion. It means that you cannot expand your business in a landing page. For you to be able to expand your business, your products, you need a full website. Okay, then often the structure is limited by platform's capability. Now, this one I have said once and again that the structure of a landing page is limited because a landing page is one page that has got all what you need to let your customer know, or what you need to let your client know. That is what is in a landing page. So it is somehow limited. Yeah. For example, for us who are in service business, yeah, for the coaches, the teachers, the doctors, the lecturers, yeah, when you are creating a landing page, it means that you have a certain service that you want to give. For example, maybe you have a free ebook. Yeah, for you to offer your free ebook, you don't need to own a website. Yeah, you can ask a service provider, to make for you a landing page, for you to show what you have, and then after that, after you give your free book, it's over. You don't need it again. But for the website, full website, that should be you should be the owner of the website. Hello, hello. Are we still together? Need to know. I can see we have new faces. I can see we have new faces. So if you've joined now, let us know. I like appreciating people because it is not a must you attend the class. Okay, so when I see you, I feel good and I want to appreciate you. Okay, so let me know who has just joined. And also tell me, have you understood the pros and cons of having a social media and having full website and a landing page? It's good for me to know whether you're understanding. So tell me, have you understood the pros and the cons? Yeah. And those who have joined, tell me where you're joining from. Yeah, let's interact. Let's talk to one another. Okay. As much as we are continuing to learn, we are continuing to build the friendship. Okay. So let me see. Wow. Esther Washira is telling me, yes, I have understood. Thank you so much. That's so good. That's so good. Then we have Sharon Jack. Hi, have just joined. Thank you so much, Sharon. Thank you for joining, and thank you for that consistency. Thank you so much. In business, consistency is very, very important. So if I have seen you in these classes from the time we've started, I know you now by names, and I know even when you start practicing that consistency will help you a lot. Okay. Okay. So let me continue seeing. Let me see. Landing page and full website. Let me see. There is a little question. Landing page and full website. Kindly explain kidogo about landing page and full website. Now, a landing page is a one-page thing. Okay. Let me go back to the notes so that you can see. We covered this yesterday. Let me see. Continue telling me where you're joining from and whether you have understood. Let me open the notes so that Lois can see. Just a minute. These are yesterday's notes. Just a minute. Yeah, continue telling me. If you want me to repeat something, that's why I'm here. Oh, sorry. I've gone so far. Not there. Not there, not there. Those are the social media platforms. This is what we covered yesterday. For those who were not in yesterday, you'll have to watch the recorded. But allow me to answer Royce. A website is a group of internet pages that have the same address and that are put together by the same organization. Okay, that is the meaning of a website. But a landing page is a one page. Like you see, the website, it's a group of internet pages, but a landing page is a one internet page where you put all your information, yeah, where you put your product that you're selling. If you're selling services, you put the service that you're offering. Now, the difference between the website and the landing page, here the difference, yeah. A landing page, all content goes on one page. All content, as in you have this product and this product, you need to put it in one page. Okay, that is an internet page. It's not like an exercise book. Yeah. You put it on one page, then no navigation, no sitemap. That is a landing page. Then you focus on marketing and promotion. Most of the landing pages are for marketing and for promotion. But when it comes to full website, it has several pages. Yeah. And also it's complex structure with navigation between pages. And also it has multiple purposes. That's why I was saying, for you to have to build your business, for your business to have a strong roots, you need to build a website. But if you have not reached to that point, then the landing page will still serve you. Okay, so this is the difference. You see, all content for the landing page is on one page, but for the website, it has several pages. Then landing page, no navigation. For website, complex. For landing page, focused on marketing. But for website, it has multiple purposes. Okay, so you can see this structure that I was making here, that a landing page is smaller, but when you have many pages, that's when you create a full website. Okay, hoping that now you've gotten it. I hope you've gotten it now. So let me give a simpler example. When you come to my website, that is Faith Jogu website, you will see we have About Us page, yeah, that is explaining who is Faith Jogu. You will see we have another page of the services that I offer. When you open that page, you'll be able to see what I offer. You'll see another page of news. if I want to let my people know what is happening and if there is something coming up, then there is another page for testimonials, the people that I have served, and they appreciated my work and they gave me testimonials and they allowed me to put their testimonials or their testimony in my website. Okay, so those I serve and they give me testimonial, I usually ask them, would you want me to put your testimony, as in Faith Jogu has helped you? Would you want me to put it in my website? Yeah. And let me tell you the importance of a testimonial. If, for example, let me say, if, for example, Esther Washira gives me a testimonial and I ask her, would you want me to put your testimonial in my website? Yeah. And she says yes. If I put my Esther Washira's testimonial in my website, and one day Esther Washira asks me to be a guarantor of something, or to be, what do we call them? The referee. Yeah. It will be very easy for someone who want to see who Esther Washira have worked with, because Esther Washira will just refer whoever who is asking him or her, the referee. You just indicate Faith Jogu website. You go there, you'll see the time we worked with Faith Jogu, and I gave her my testimonial. So, by the way, if you work with someone, it is very, very important to give a testimonial. Okay? It is not a must. It is not a must, but if someone has helped you, it is good to indicate that somebody, Faith Jogu or Sharon Jack, I have worked with Sharon Jack. She helped me this and this and this, and I am so grateful. For example, let me just allow me, because we are in a website. Let me read for you a testimony that I got from one of you. Just a minute. I had not asked, but I got a testimony, a very, very strong testimonial. Let me read it for you. This person was so happy that I introduced him to the program. Okay, so he told me, Faith Jogu is a trainer who possesses crucial skills in digital marketing. I would describe her as a coach who got number one. He put it number one, strong communication skills, and then he continues to explain. She is able to explain complex concept in a simple, understandable manner. Then he continues, number two, expertise and experience. She has extensive knowledge and hand-on experience in various aspects of digital marketing, including social media marketing, content marketing, and analytics. Then, number three, patience and encouragement. She is patient, encouraging, and supportive, fostering a positive learning environment where students feel comfortable asking questions. Then he continues, number four, ethical practices. She emphasizes ethical marketing practices and the importance of integrity in all marketing efforts. Then the last one, number five, practical approach. She lays emphasis on practical, real-world application of digital marketing strategy and encourages hands-on learning through project and case studies. This is a testimonial that I was given by one of you who was so happy with the way I introduced you to the program and the way I continued guiding you. Those who joined especially the WhatsApp group, you can remember I guided you like every day. I was responding to your questions every day, showing you how you're going to register, how you're going to navigate. This person was so happy, and he told me, he sent me this testimonial. And later, because he completed the course, later he asked me, Faith, can I put you as a referee in my CV? Because next part there is a CV or a resume, and he told me, can I put you as a referee in my CV? And it was yes. Yeah, because I have seen he has done the work. Yeah, and he has appreciated my work also. Why should I then tell him not to put me as his referee? You see, so that is the advantage. When you work with someone, remember to give that person a testimonial. Okay, and especially those who are working, who are offering services. Yeah, even for the products. For example, if you ask me about Lois, who is selling Pishori rice, if I have to give Lois a testimonial, I will say that Pishori rice that Lois sells is perfect. It's good. It's not mixed. Okay, so because I have used that product, so when I am giving the testimonial, it should be in her website. If Faith gives a testimonial, but you don't put without asking permission from the owner of the testimonial. Okay, for example, those who are in my relationship and marriage groups where I coach, when they give me testimonial, I usually ask someone, would you want me to use your testimonial to encourage others? Okay. If someone says, no, please, Faith, that was for you only, I respect that. Okay. So when you give a testimonial, when you're given a testimonial, it is not necessarily that you put it in a website. No, you only put testimonials on that page of the testimonials for those who allow you, those who have given permission for you to put their testimonials. Okay. For example, if you go to my my website, you will find so many testimonials for those whom I worked with, and they have allowed me to use their testimonials. So that is the testimonials page is another page that should be in a website. Then there is another page that consists the contacts. How can people reach out to you? And the checkout page. Okay, so that is the difference. You see, that is the difference. When one page, it's only about marketing, but when you have, landing page is only about marketing and promotions, but for websites, it has a lot about business. It is like a book, yeah, that you peruse to see different information about a business. If you want to see when that business started, there is a page for that. If you want to see how many product this business has, there is a page for that. Okay, so I hope you've understood that. I was answering Lois' question. I was answering a question about the difference between a landing page and full website. Okay. So if you have got any thought, say yes, 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 you have understood, so that we can go on. I can see Moses Kedenji saying I think Candy. Oh, that one is half. Candy from Meru. Thank you so much, Candy. Candy, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining us all the way from Meru. Meru were represented. Yes, Candy is saying yes, I have understood. And then Lois, I was answering her question. She says, thank you. Okay, so let's continue. Now I think everybody has understood about the landing page and the website, the difference, and then the pros and the cons and the strategy. Okay, the strategy is very, very important because you use a strategy. Let me tell you, if you go blindly in a business without a strategy, you will go home with nothing, while others who had a strategy are going home with money. Remember, business is all about money. Okay, as much as but remember, as much as you want money, you must maintain your customers, and you must be able to teach your customers about your product, so that whenever they want that product or such a product, they will always remember you. Let me tell you, why do we go for Safaricom? Even when we know, like right now, it is a bit, the costs of Safaricom is a bit higher. It's because whenever you go everywhere, when you go to Meru, the first thing you see, Safaricom, the better option. The green color, wherever you go, you see that. Okay, so it is in our mind because they have been promoting their business from day one and they never get tired. Okay, so we are done now with the part of the full website and the landing page and the social media platforms. Okay, so let's change now and go to today's topic. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I want it to be full so that you can see. So, those who are continuing in the course, those who are doing the self-guided course, we are adapting other business processes is in block 4. So our learning objective today, we have part 1 and part 2. That number 1, for you to adapt other businesses, you will, when in business, you have your whatever that you're offering, that is the service or the product. So you need to be receiving orders and correcting payments. Okay, and then after receiving orders and collecting payment, you need to do shipping and delivering goods or delivering services. Like whatever that I'm doing here, I am delivering a service. Okay, so that is today we are covering 2 parts. Part 1, how you should receive your orders and collect payments. Now, how is adapting other business coming in here? For you to correct payment, remember there will be a third party. In digital business, most of in the analog business, you sell, like you're selling to me direct, so the exchange of the money, yeah, is direct. Okay, but that is an analog shop. Okay, but when it comes to digital business, there must be a third party who is in between the seller and the buyer. Okay, so you need, if you're ready to do a business in the digital world, you need to incorporate the other business, that is the person who is receiving money for you. For example, for me, I promote my services, and then when people reach out to me, there is the third party. I am the first party. My customer or my client is a second party. And then we have the third party who is PayPal. I use PayPal and I use M-Pesa. Okay, so I have incorporated the two in my world of business. Okay, so that is what we mean in that. Okay, so how does an e-commerce work from a buyer's perspective? Okay, so from a buyer's perspective, we have common issues with e-commerce. Remember now, e-commerce is that process of you selling digitally, where we are not seeing one another, and then there is someone else receiving the money in the air, and then you deliver the goods, and then that is what e-commerce is. Okay. So let me share so that you can see the common issues with e-commerce. So we have payment security, we have currency exchange. These are the things that you need to look at. Yeah. Currency agency, currency exchange, then payment security, payment declined, limited payment options, and complex processes. Now, these are the things that you need to look into when you're doing an e-commerce business. Okay, like if you are integrating PayPal in your website, is that tool appreciated or allowed in your country? Let's see that. Let's see. Let me continue so that you can see. An effective, secure, and trustworthy payment processing services is of paramount importance to your success. So when you're doing e-commerce, you don't just go for any payment provider. The payment provider like M-Pesa, PayPal, all the ones that we use. Is this effective? Is it secure? Is it trustworthy? All this will determine the success of your business. Because if you use a platform that is not effective, remember, your customers, your clients will not believe you. For example, let's say if you send me money today and I don't see it, as in I don't receive it, I don't see any message, and I tell you, Moses, Candy, I haven't seen your money. And for sure, from your side, you have sent the money. Will you buy from me tomorrow? No, you will not buy. So what is that to my business? It means instead of my business growing and succeeding, I will start going down. Okay, so an effective, secure, and trustworthy payment provider is very, very important when it comes to e-commerce. Okay, so what happens after a sale? Now, let's say Reverend Esther have created a landing page because she's promoting something, because we have said a landing page is for promotion and marketing. So she's promoting a certain service. Yeah. And she has called people. Yeah. And people has come. So what, after doing that, what is the next step? After sales, after promoting your product, what is the next step? The next step, the buyer will buy, then you will ship the product, and then they will pay. So that's what happens. Okay. So that is the three transactions that are in the e-commerce. The transactions in the e-commerce, that we have a buyer who will buy your product after you've promoted it. Remember, when you stay with your product or service, there are some people who have got who are so talented, and they have a lot of knowledge, and they know that they have something that they can offer, as in they have something that they can give or they can sell, but they are so fearful, as in they don't want to show up. They are so fearful, they can't come out and say, I am Sharon and I sell a beauty product. Okay, if you don't come out and tell people what you offer, they will never buy from you, because they don't know whether you offer that thing. Are we together? So if you have something that you're offering, yeah, you need to come out. You need to put the fear behind you. Yeah, because you were created to succeed. You were created to win. You were never created, God never created, people who cannot come out. Remember, you're created with an image of God. And God do not have fear of anything. So if you want to succeed in the world of business, you have to show what you're offering. Okay? Oh, that's encouragement is needed. So you have to sell. For you to earn money, my friends, you have got to sell. And to sell is to come out of your comfort zone and show us what you offer. Okay? Then after selling, your buyer will buy. And then in the e-commerce, you will need the payment service provider. That is the M-Pesa, the PayPal, the bank, yeah, all that. These are the people that you need when you're doing digital business. You will need the three must interact. Without the three, you will not succeed. Without the payment service provider, you will not succeed, because how will you receive your money after selling? So we have examples of online payment service providers. We have these examples. We have PayPal. For PayPal, you just need to register with them and then integrate it with your website. Okay, we have Stripe, but this one is a bit complicated. I don't know. Anyway, let me not talk about it a lot, because I really don't understand it very well. But in Nigeria, this is what they use most. Okay, then in Kenya, we have M-Pesa. So if you are in Kenya, you need M-Pesa, and also you can use Stripe, and you can use a PayPal. PayPal is good because it will receive your money even from outside the country. But for me, I usually prefer M-Pesa, because M-Pesa will come direct to you. For PayPal, for those who use PayPal, I have used PayPal. They'll need, once someone pay, the PayPal will pay you later. Okay, they will receive, and you'll get a message that PayPal has received that. Then you will have to claim that money, or yes, they will pay you later. But for M-Pesa, if someone pays you right now, for example, we are just seated here. If I use my phone and send you 500, you will receive it right there, and you can withdraw it, or you can send it wherever you want to send it to. Okay, so I prefer M-Pesa. It's a good payment service provider for those of us who are in Kenya. For those of you who are outside the country, PayPal is good. And also your bank can act as a payment service provider, whichever bank that you use. Nowadays, you can send your money via the phone. You can operate your bank account via the phone. So even the bank that you use can be a service provider for you. Okay? I hope you have understood. So if you have a website, you need to integrate. People do not need to, for example, if you come to my website, you don't need to look for my number so that you can ask me, where am I going to send the money, Faith? Because you can see in the checkout page, there is that information. It is my my payment service provider is integrated. I have a till number. I have, you can just go on there and pay for whichever cost that you need. And then I will see a message that Moses has paid for this course. And therefore, I'll schedule your appointment, and we start working together. So you need a service provider who is trustworthy, effective, and secure. You don't need a payment service provider where you feel insecure, because when you are insecure, you'll be fearing to to sell, because you don't know whether you'll receive your money. Okay, so those are the service providers that we have. Okay. Now, when you have these service providers, I mean, payment service providers, you need to ask yourself some questions. Number one, does it work in my country? Because there are some things, there's some service providers that are not in that do not work in your country. So you need to understand whether that service provider is working in your country. Let me see. I have a question about, thank you so much, Kendi. She's telling me to explain for me about PayPal. PayPal is a payment service provider where you just need to go into their website and register yourself. As in, you will put in your details like I am Kendi, and then all the details that are in your ID, and then you will connect your bank account with them. Okay, so that's how PayPal work. Yeah, but then when you get money, like if I pay you via PayPal, yeah, you will see that I paid. But PayPal, when you're filling in or when you're registering to work with PayPal, you will need there is somewhere that you fill in that they will be paying you after maybe 5 days. If you feel that they will be paying you after a month, it means that even if today you need this money, you will go through a very long process to get that money. Okay, so but you will see that your money imeingia, but you cannot have it right there and there. Okay, they will need to send it to your bank account. Okay, so that is how PayPal work. And it's a good service provider, by the way. It's a good one. I have it, and it's a good one. Okay, so let's continue. So the things that you need to know about the service provider that you choose, does it work in my country? For example, I have talked about the Stripe. Stripe, yes, it do work, but it's like okay, for me, I don't like it. Let me not talk about it a lot, because there are some people who use it. But if you're in Kenya, you better use M-Pesa or PayPal, okay? Or even if you decide to use what? Stripe is okay. Oh, Lois is saying PayPal is moi. Kidole. That's good. That's good. Uh-huh. Now, these are the things that you need to understand about the service provider, the payment service provider that you choose. Does it work in your country? You need to ask yourself this question. Now, for M-Pesa, why I like M-Pesa, it's not like I'm campaigning for them, but their services are good. Okay, but they're expensive. They are expensive. M-Pesa is expensive, but it's better to have an expensive thing that you know that it is good, it is legit, as in you'll get your money, there'll be no complaint and all that. For example, I have a client from Texas, USA, Texas, and some other client from USA, Virginia. And these clients, they usually send me money via M-Pesa. Kitambo, I used to think you cannot send money from US to here via M-Pesa, but they do send me money via M-Pesa. So that's why I love M-Pesa, because when they tell me, Faith, we are sending you your payment, I just wait for 5 minutes and I'm like, oh, it is here already. Okay, so it doesn't matter where your client is. You just need to understand whether the payment service provider that you have is able to send you money. Okay, I also have another client who is in Qatar, and they also use M-Pesa. Okay, so you just need to understand, does that payment service provider work in your country? Then, how can my business withdraw from the account? You need to, when you go to register or to sign up for PayPal, you need to read their terms and conditions. Okay? Don't go blindly. You need to understand how you can withdraw your business. If you feel like withdrawing, you can withdraw. You know, with M-Pesa, if you feel like you don't want to use it, you just don't give your till number or your number to your client, and that's all. Okay, what are the fees of the payment service provider that you use? You need to look into this. You know, like those who use till number, those who are using till number, there is fees that you are charged as the seller. The buyer is not charged, but you need to look at, when you receive that money, there is some fees that you will charge. So when you decide this is the payment service provider that I want to use, you need to know how much am I being charged, to receive this money, so that if you're selling something that is giving you a profit of 5 shillings, why should you allow someone to send that money in your till number? You need to add the changes into the product that you are selling, so that you don't think that you're making profit whereas you're making losses. Okay, it's very important to see the changes or the fee. Then what happens in case of fraud? In case of fraud, what happens? These are the things that you need to look into. Okay. Then how often will the system pay me? That's why I was telling you, when you register with PayPal, you need to, there is somewhere you fill in, after how long will you be, will the PayPal be paying you? If, for example, you fill in 1 week, they will receive your money, continue receiving your money. After 1 week, they will send the money to your bank account, or whatever that you linked your PayPal with. If you linked it with M-Pesa, they'll send it, but they prefer bank account. So you need to understand how often will the system pay you. Okay, then how do I integrate it on my e-commerce? This is very, very important. How you'll be able to integrate your payment service provide in your e-commerce, in your business. How are you going to integrate it? For example, when you want to use your bank account, you can go to your bank. Let's say you have chosen that your bank is your payment service provider, and you want to put it in your website. You just go into your bank and fill in the forms saying that you need to integrate this account with your website, and then they will look at your website, and then they will be able to integrate that with your website. Okay. So that's what you're supposed to do. So let's see what's next after that. After selling, how is the flow of cash in e-commerce? Okay, hoping that you have understood about the payments service provider. After selling, how will the cash flow in the e-commerce? Remember, e-commerce is different from analog. So you need to understand well. Though I know many people who are in business, they know this. The buyer receives the invoice. Okay. If you want to buy something from me, you will click on my website that this is the program. For example, I have premarital counseling program. I have a Magnetize Your Love program, and I have another program. Now, if you come to my page, to my website, and go to the page where my services are, and click on the premarital counseling service, it will take you to it will open another page where it is explaining what you will learn in premarital counseling class. And then after that, at the end of it, it will show you the checkout. Okay, that checkout is the invoice that I have made for the customer or for the client who want to buy premarital counseling course. Okay, the customer will be able to see Faith Jogu is offering this at this amount, and then if I decide to take it, this is the payment service provider that I'm going to use. Okay, so after buyer receives the invoice, buyer transfers payment to service provider. Okay, then after the buyer transfers payment, service provider certifies that goods have been shipped, and then money is transferred to the seller. Okay, so that is the flow of cash when it comes to e-commerce. Okay, so we have a simple payment review process. This is the same as what this is a bit it's a way I was trying to explain what happens. For example, a purchaser will provide or place an order, and then will send the order to the vendor. Then the vendor will give the invoice, so the purchaser will receive the invoice, and then the vendor will check. I mean, the purchaser will pay the invoice, and then the service provider will give information whether this person has paid. So the vendor will be able to see whether this person has paid. Okay, if yes, if it's approved that the purchaser have paid, then the payment service provider will confirm that the payment is valid. Okay, then process payment, then fulfill order, and then ship goods. Okay, but then if the payment service provider says that this client did not, or for example, those who send you money via M-Pesa and then they what is it called? Where you send money and then you take it back. If this payment service provider says that you haven't paid, or you have paid and then you have requested the service provider to give it back to you, then the order will be rejected. Okay, so that is what happens when it comes to the payment review. You need to understand how is this service provider, is it giving me good service? Because if your service provider, for example, those of you use Equity till number. Equity is so good, by the way. So many businesses are growing with Equity. But when you are using Equity till number, you might send money and it stays for some minutes without showing the message that it has received the money. So some customers will feel bad and you will start losing it. Okay, so you need to understand, is this payment service provider effective for my business? Very, very important. Don't lose business because of a payment service provider. Choose the best. Okay, so by default, sellers are not as protected against fraud as buyers. So setting up and running up internal fraud prevention system may cost extra effort, but it always pays off. This one is when, as a seller, you will not be protected as a buyer. That's why those who use M-Pesa Send Money, you will see you have sold something to someone, and then they are requesting that money back. In Safaricom, when Safaricom calls you and you're not receiving, they just send that money back. So it means that for you to be able to continue and succeed in your business, you need to run your internal fraud prevention system so that you don't get robbed after you have sold or after you have given the customer or client the services. So can your business do a fraud review? Tell me, does your business have the capacity for it? What would we need to do it effectively? I need to hear, are you able to do a fraud review? As in, if someone comes into your business, into your online business, the e-commerce, would you be able to know that this person is, is doing a dirty business, like he want to fraud you or she want to fraud you? Tell me, would you know? Tell me. By the way, and you can also tell me whether you have understood about the payment service provider, because I've explained a lot about that. Have you understood about the payment service provider, that you need a secure, trustworthy payment service provider? Let me see in the comment section. Have you understood about that? Yeah, I need to know. Just tell me yes if you have understood. Yes. So that we can go on. We have a few minutes remaining. Time is running out. We have few minutes remaining, and I'm so happy because you're still there. Thank you so much for attending the class. Let me see. Have you understood about, or should I show you what I'm asking about? Have you understood about the payment service providers? Have you understood about the payment service provider? The payment service provider, like I have explained about M-Pesa, about PayPal, and the advantages I have explained. So have you understood? And what you need to do when you're using those payment service providers, what you need to do or what you need to know. These are the things that you need to know. So this is what I'm asking, because this is the important part. If you're using any payment service provider, you need to know these 6 things. Oh, thank you so much. I can see Sharon Jack was telling me to repeat the question, please. Thank you. Have repeated and you have understood. Okay, I have understood. Thank you so much. Thank you. We have Sharon Jack saying that she has understood. So thank you so much. Let me see. Someone else, have you understood, so that you can move to the next level? You need to go to the next level. We've got only 10 minutes remaining. Hey, hii masaa inaisha haraka sana bana. Hii masaa inakimbia. Okay, as you continue writing, let me continue so that we don't get caught up by time. So, as you continue telling me whether you have understood, it's very important. I need to know whether you've gotten it right so that we can continue. Just tell me yes or no. and I'll be able to know that you have understood or not. So what are the tips for fraud prevention? Remember, I have asked you whether your business do a fraud review. What is a fraud review, by the way? What is a fraud review? If, for example, you do sell a beauty product like Sharon, if you want beauty product, you go to Sharon. If you sell beauty products, this is Sharon now, and you're using the you are in the e-commerce, as in it is not the analog business that where we come to your shop and you give me my cream and I pay you. So in e-commerce, how will you be able to know someone want to fraud? If someone is not legit, as in someone orders something, okay, and this person is not genuine, how will you be able to know? In e-commerce, you need to do a review, a fraud review. You need to know, okay, this person has never bought something from me, and this person has asked a lot of questions, and this person, the quantity that this person wants me to ship is, it's a large quantity. So you should ask yourself when selling online, so that you don't get people do not steal from you. You must be able to understand and listen to the customer, understand what they want, and do a review to know whether this person is genuine, or this person wants to get your money and disappear, or get your product and disappear. Okay, so thank you so much. Stickman Warrior and X-Fan. Understood. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's continue. We have few minutes to wind up. Oh, we also have Reverend Esther. Yes, understood. Thank you so much. So let's continue. Tips for fraud prevention. Tips for fraud prevention. Number one, design proper terms and conditions. Do you remember I explained a lot about terms and conditions yesterday? Yesterday, I explained what are terms and conditions, and I explained using my own terms and conditions. When you come to my website, you'll be able to see my terms and conditions. Okay, so you must be able to design proper terms and conditions, and then use a two-step under review process. A two-step under review process is whereby someone has ordered something, and then you have confirmed, yes, this is so and so. This is Esther, and this is she's confirming that she wants this and this. But then, for me to be very sure, because whatever that I will deliver to Esther is so expensive, do Esther have a physical location? Yeah. Do Esther have a business? So this is the two-step order review. You need to do a two-step order review, and especially when your client or customers are giving you a large quantities order. Okay. Then use common sense to evaluate suspicious orders. It is easy to some people, but some people, before they realize that this order is not real, they already manenos imeendelea. So do not hesitate to request additional information to keep everyone safe from fraud. Okay, then treat customers with respect. And then cancel the order and refund the money if you suspect you are being scammed. Okay, so if you suspect that you are being scammed, do not stay with someone's money. Just cancel that order and and return the money. Okay, so that is the end of our topic today. We have 3 more minutes remaining. So do you have any question? So for you to do a review to avoid fraud, you need to number one, have terms and conditions about your business. Like I give an example of Safaricom. Safaricom has a lot of terms and conditions. That's why, but most of us do not read the terms and conditions. It's a long sheet and we fear reading. That's why even if you complain about a Safaricom charges are so high, there is no way you can take them because they have their own terms and conditions and they believe that you have learned about the terms and conditions. Okay, so have your own terms and conditions and then do a two-step review, fraud review, and then treat customers with respect. And then if you find that someone was trying to fraud you, return, cancel the order and return the money. The money that you haven't worked for, never eat that money if you want to grow in business. Okay, so thank you so much. This is the end of our topic today. If you have any question, you can ask me now. If you have understood everything, tell me yes, yes, yes. If you have gotten it, say yes, yes, yes. Tell me I want to see before we go to sleep. I know some of us feel like we want to continue, but from day one, we agreed that we will be ending it at 10 so that you people can go and sleep, enjoy your sleep, have your 6 hours of sleep, and wake up early and go and do your business. So thank you so much. I can't see any question. Let me see whether there is any. I cannot see any question. So thank you so much. I can't see any question as per now. So thank you so much for attending the class, for being present, for participating. Thank you so much. So, and have a lovely good night. Good night to everybody, and God bless you, and continue working on your course. Continue learning about digital business so that you can have your certificate, and whatever door God opens for you, be ready for it. Okay, so God bless you all. Have a blessed night. Until tomorrow. Will we meet tomorrow? I think tomorrow it will not be possible for us to meet. I think we will meet on Thursday. Yeah, we will meet on Thursday and Saturday. Yeah. So have a lovely night and God bless you all. Thank you so much, Candy. Candy is saying night too. Much appreciated. I have understood. Thank you so much. And then we have Sharon Jack. Good night too. Thank you so much. Good night to Sharon Jack. God bless you all. Let's meet on Thursday. So tomorrow, relax. We meet on Thursday. God bless you. Now we end our live session.